Kenya's Vision 2030, Uasin Gishu County government in its development plan is positioning itself as a knowledge-based economy.
As a county of champions, we can pride ourselves and say ICT for development will be first achieved in Uasin Gishu County before you can see it elsewhere.
As a country, we want to have a knowledge-based economy and ensure that the residents of this county benefit from technology.
ICT is a key tool in economic deliverance in any growing country or any growing economy.
ICT is going to be leveraged to transform this country. In fact, ICT is a way of life.
It is widely accepted that an ICT literate workforce is the foundation upon which Kenya can acquire the status of knowledge economy.
It is in this light that Uasin Gishu County government has placed application of ICT in the provision of all services as a priority and indeed the center of its vision for the development of the county.
What the residents of this county should actually count on is that the ICT department is going to make their work quite easy.
Now we are digital and I'm happy about this. It has minimized my work.
It's great what they've already done, but it's also very exciting to see what they plan to do in the future, and we hope to be a big part of that.
We're going to make their lives easy, one to ensure that the ICT solutions that we're providing add value to their lives.
For the county to achieve its goals and vision, it has made progressive steps to leverage the potential of information and communications technology in driving all economic segments in service provision and delivery.
So as we invest on ICT, we envisage a situation where we want family income to increase, we want households to have better communication framework or even access to markets and other things.
The way the world is going now, we are going to embrace the use of information technology, from the gadgets, from our homes to the offices, to automation of our parking lots, the revenue collection.
If you go to the shop, to the hospital, and you have a system which works for you, if you go to the schools and you find a system which works for you, if you're paying your taxes and you find a system which works for you, that can only be good for every individual in the county.
And our county vision is to serve and improve people's livelihoods through good leadership, innovative technology, and efficient infrastructure. As a department, we come in the part where we bring in innovative technology.
As a county, we've decided to embrace ICT to ensure that we create efficiency and effectiveness in the delivery of services.
This therefore makes ICT a cross-cutting subsector which has contribution for effective delivery of all planned strategies in the county.
Okay, one of the solutions that we have developed is a GIS system, whereby we are mapping all the infrastructure within the county, all the county roads, so that we can be able to know which road is where, what kind of a road it is, if it's a rural road, if it's a trunk road, for example, that connects two counties.
We can commit ourselves and say we'll provide the best that the wananchi can use to improve their livelihoods, because that's the essence of all the development.
Recognizing global trends on economic development of nations and state actors, ICT for Uasin Gishu County is a notch higher on information collection, processing and dissemination for use to empower the largely agricultural population on adoption of modern tools and ideas in maximizing agricultural potential, as well as crop diversification informed by data presentation on spatial tools. The availability, safety, and security of information is key to any organization. To achieve this, the Department of ICT has developed a modern state-of-the-art data center This facility shall ensure that all government systems and information are available without disruption.
My government has developed a modern, state-of-the-art data center at a cost of 13.7 million. This facility shall ensure that all government systems and information are stored and available without disruption.
So our data is very much secure. It cannot be hacked because we have a firewall.
In-depth capture of risks and threats to information and IT assets has been undertaken in the county to help in planning for measures to ensure security of such vital assets.
This one triggers automatically when the fire occurs on the data center.
Over the last 2 years, Uasin Gishu has embraced a technology-driven approach to ensure the betterment of its residents' lives. Among its first steps is the introduction of CCTV in the streets of Eldoret town. The installation of CCTV at the county headquarters has greatly enhanced security, reduced corruption, and minimized loss of files at the central registry. Through this initiative, the county aims at making commendable strides in the fight against insecurity.
Now, security, as you may understand, is mainly a national government function. But as a county, we realize that we need to chip in, and we're going to do this through technology.
I think in the modern society, there is really no way you can get away without having ICT. There's really no way you can operate as a modern company in a digital age without ICT.
In the last financial year, we did CCTV installation at the county headquarters. This solution, we're going to expand it in the coming years to include important and strategic installations like markets within the CBD, streets within the CBD, and we're going to look for partners.
The county government, through the ICT department, has prioritized utilization of modern tools in service provision as a framework to enhance monitoring and management of all county vehicles. One of the most significant and exciting developments in reconstituting government communication systems has been the commitment to a democratic, participatory, and responsive public information program where people are the most important ingredient. By this, our ICT department has ensured that government communication is driven by the needs of people, that it facilitates citizen participation in the creation and use of information, and that it opens the activities of government to public scrutiny, thus promoting democracy and efficiency.
Technology is cutting time and costs in a big way. And therefore, we have actually implemented, what you see behind me is one for e-conferencing. And we can be able to talk with the governors and deputy governors anywhere in Kenya at any time. So imagine that there is a situation that requires quick attention. Instead of traveling to Kisumu or going to Kwale, we can do it from here.
Now, we are undertaking digitization of records to ensure that all the records, especially in the lands department, are digitized for issue retrieval and safe keeping. We find that the disappearance of files has been a problem, but with automation, this is going to be a thing of the past.
In 2 years' time, we expect that as a department, we will be in the forefront of bringing to pass the re-engineering processes for the county.
In this regard, a few important points should be made. Government has adopted an approach to dialogue with its citizens. Therefore, to enhance communication within and outside the county, we have installed a communication system that includes a network infrastructure and a new telephone system and a teleconferencing facility.
As I talk to you, we are able to do e-conferencing. across the world. What does it mean? We will be able to save time and costs, real time. You know, by connecting there, you can be able to talk to anybody anywhere in the world. And this is actually a step to the right direction.
Revenue collection and management are key to service delivery. To enhance this and to minimize corruption and other forms of revenue leakages, the ICT department is in the process of implementing a new revenue collection and management system for the county. This will go a long way in ensuring revenue collection targets in the county are attained.
On revenue collection, one of the main challenges has been leakages, loss of funds, especially considering that most of the funds were being collected in cash, and the amount that was being collected, it was not being submitted to the county.
But the ultimate is to reach the mwananchi in terms of them utilizing ICT to market their produce, agricultural produce, or wananchi to access products online.
ICT is a way of life, and we look forward that very soon you can be able to inquire about your bills and pay them through your mobile phone money transfer system. We have even secured a code 646464, our pay bill. So we are actually moving in. We want to leverage on ICT to be able to ensure that our services are faster and in real time.
This system is going to allow for real-time monitoring of collections.
The system will also enable residents living in far-flung areas of our county make payments using mobile payment systems and thus saving them time and cost of traveling to Eldoret.
Uasin Gishu is a very big or large county. Somebody in far-flung areas like Karona Maibeki Ward, for example, who needs to pay a license of 300 shillings, for example, needs to travel to Eldoret maybe at a cost of over 500 shillings just to pay 300 shillings. So the idea is to make it very flexible for them so that they can be able to pay from wherever they are and save them cost and time.
ICT is going to be leveraged to transform this country. In fact, we look forward that soon we will be able to have even what we call business process outsourcing.
The young people of this county remain its great hope, but some circumstances are also their most pressing challenge. The immediate problem is finding them dignified work. Unemployment jeopardizes any hope of common prosperity. Supporting them is a further initiative of our foundation. Over time, practitioners, policymakers, funders and researchers determined that promoting positive asset building and considering young people as resources were critical strategies.
As a department, we have foreseen that we shall need to use the youth in the future. And therefore, as a department, we have put in place in our next financial year's budget youth innovation centers, incubation centers. These are places where youth will be able to go and be able to work on their ideas, especially in giving solutions to the county.
Young men and women can be able to work for corporations in any part of the world from their computer. So we have an ICT land, 10 acres that has been set up at the railway area, and we are actually working for a big private partnerships so that we can be able to develop that. We have what we call fiber optic connectivity. We want to develop a technology center that people can be able to work. And this is a business that's working worldwide. In India, it's employing about 3 million people.
You know, it gives you a chance, it gives you an opportunity to build yourself, and basically all the youth need is a chance.
It is for this reason that the ICT department has employed and contracted a good percentage of youth companies and individuals in all of its projects.
We have very good young men and women in this county who are tech savvy, and therefore they need to get jobs. And the only way they can be able to do those jobs is to be able to have a cooperation or company that can link their map with where the sources are. And we are looking forward to that. We normally call it business process outsourcing. And it's a real good opportunity for our young people. And we are looking forward to see that we are going to create employment opportunities by those who could be able to work into that industries.
To promote efficiency, transparency, and accountability in the health sector, Uasin Gishu County, through its ICT department, is in the final stages of automation of health facilities.
We have done a health management information system that we are deploying, first of all, in about 5 major hospitals, which are Ruma, Ziwa, Banforest, and Tarbo, and the district hospital here in town. Now, the idea is to ensure that, one, we're able to manage the use of drugs and other health commodities to ensure that there's no leakage of drugs.
I think that's obviously a very big step in the right direction, and from what I've seen already with the hospitals that are working, it's a brilliant system. And I think I understand that there are other systems which will be rolled out in future, to do with the schools and other institutions like those.
We are automating our health facilities, one, to remove corruption, two, we will be able to monitor the movement of our drugs, three, you will be able even to seek services of doctors in other hospitals via ICT. The moment all your details are put in, you can be able to consult with the doctor in Nairobi or anywhere else, and we will be able to enhance the services delivery in health.
Currently, work is ongoing in deployment of a health management information system, HMIS, at the sub-county hospitals at Ziwa, Huruma, Banforest, and Tarbo, and the Uasin Gishu District Hospital, among others.
So with this system, we can be able to track to the last tablet that is being issued by the county government to the health facilities.
The process, the flow, the capturing of patients, and so that we can, for the purpose of budgeting, will really help us.
The system is able to synchronize directly with the DHI system from the national government and provide real-time reporting.
At the end of the day, we shall know how many patients we have, the flow of the patient, even the time they have used to stay in the hospital.
During the last financial year, with the aid of ICT department, Uasin Gishu County government undertook a baseline geographic survey to provide key information about the county. The availability of this information on an online portal has come in handy for planning purposes.
We are securing our land records and ensuring that they are available at all times, as opposed to the old system that was manual and the records that were being distorted. Now it will be very difficult.
They are now, of course, in terms of ensuring GIS, which we did as a baseline in 2014, can be translated into a transactional geospatial application.
So the GIS mapping that we are doing is going to assist, especially on the road transport sector.
Information and communication technologies have great promise to reduce poverty, increase productivity, boost economic growth, and provide accountability and governance. That promise only grew when ICT underwent a revolution under the new county government structure.
With the realization that ICT is interwoven in every aspect of our lives, whether in education, health, agriculture, commerce, transport, roads, and other sectors, my government is striving to ensure that ICT is integrated in all aspects of these economic activities.
They can be able to sell their produce online. They can be able to search for markets outside this country, maybe abroad for those who are doing flower farming, or for those who are in your Kali sector. There could be something that you're doing that can be sold out there. So We are going to leverage on ICT to ensure that we improve the lives of the residents of Uasin Gishu.
Because it is a good way to go. It is a system which will really be helpful for us.
When you look at just the basics of how it makes work easier, how it makes the operations much easier, how it makes it easier for accountability purposes in terms of revenue collection. And I think if you looked at the figures, and you'll realize just by using a system, you can almost double the revenue instantly without changing anything else in the system.
As a country, we want to have a knowledge-based economy and ensure that the residents of this country benefit from technology.
It's exciting to see not just what has already happened, but also the plans that they have for the future. When you see everything they've done with their offices, with the sub-county headquarters, in terms of the networking, the security systems, the data centers, the revenue collection system, the hospital management system, the procurement system, and all of those other ICT infrastructure that they're laying. It's very exciting to know that we're in a county which is very, very ICT savvy.
We are saying ICT people, we congratulate them. We really thank them because they have really done a lot for us. They have changed even our nature of work now. It's no longer tedious like some times back, all those days, but now we are now digital, and I'm happy about it. And these people, we congratulate them once more.
One thing I would like to really tell the ICT team is thank you very much for coming in at the right time. With the devolution, these are the things we are seeing very positive, because while we were at the national government, maybe we were not able to get these things rolling back to the ground.
And we hope that, the implementation is done, and also done well, because at the end of the day, you also want to see a good job done. And we can only say kudos to the team, starting with the minister, the CEO, and all the excellent staff we've met at the county. And we hope to be part of that exciting future.
And we want wananchi to be watching us closely, and probably they'll be interacting and confirming what we have said, whether it's going to be happening soon.
We want to tell them that we guarantee them that we are going to use ICT to improve services and give us an advantage over all other people. And watch the space, we want to lead all the way. And by doing that, we'll be able to take our people to the next level.
With full implementation of our set goals and projects, residents across the county will do much more than just chat and play games. You will learn what market to sell your produce in. You will trace cattle from pastures to supermarkets. You will report illegal logging and misuse of local budget. You will pay bills, send money and receive cash transfers. You will do business on mobile phones. And with our future projections, you will use social networks to make your voices heard and trigger change. For you are our champions, and together we will champion development in our county.